tallest building in the United States, One World Trade Center. Looking glorious tonight as we come to you from New York. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Knicks. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out.
Well, I think for New York, they're already looking to the offseason, and that's a shame. Their fans deserve a little bit more from this team.
The body language right now kind of telling the story. Losing takes a huge toll on you, especially during an 82-game grind.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Diallo, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for New York, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Elfrid Payton is out there with Barrett, and it's Dotson in at small forward. Two struggling teams with frustrated players. Brent, when you were playing, did you have any kind of trick for kind of getting out of that malaise, that trough?
Sometimes for individuals, you have things that you've gone to in the past, whether it was through your high school career or your collegiate career. The interesting thing about a team dynamic, Kevin, is how do you do it collectively? And so the best way is to try to find something that you can do to step away from the game, get your mind onto something else, try to normalize an experience throughout the year.
Like what? I mean, give me an example.
Well, maybe something where your team goes out to go see a movie together, or on the road, you go somewhere to a museum, or I know it sounds silly, but any time that you have that kind of away experience and you come back in, the perspective on the next game changes maybe just enough for you guys to recover.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Man, if Payton wants to stay in this league for a long time, that shot has to be more and more consistent. That's a good sign.
Here's Bridges. Pass to Ayton. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Diallo. It's rebounded by New York. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Man, felt like they probably would have won if they weren't saddled with all that foul trouble. They had to piece together some makeshift lineups late in that game. That might have cost them.
Now here's Randall. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Back to Randall. Pass to Robinson. Over Diallo. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Randall.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Rubio against Payton. Now the pass to Diallo. 5 to shoot. Booker outside. Over Barrett. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. Up top, Diallo. He's defended by Randall. Bridges, no one around him. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Here's Dotson. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's Barrett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
That one misses.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
No good from Booker.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Payton against Rubio, trying to get something going. Passes it to Diallo. Robinson with the block. Here's Dotson, defended by Booker. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Suns trail by 7. It's taken away by Payton. Makes it off the glass. Payton's got 5 now.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Rubio. 9-point game his last outing. The shot, no good. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Bridges.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Here's Ayton, and finally that one's good.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Here's Dotson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Payton. And the 3 off target. Suns trail by 9. Bridges inside the 3-point line. A quick shot there, and it's off target. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New York. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
First one falls for him. Greg, Elfrid Payton's continued to improve his game, and so far so good.
Yeah, a marked improvement in long-range percentage. Good size and defensive potential as well. He's knocking down shots. We might have something in Elfrid Payton.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
The Suns shooting their first free throws here for the night. That free throw good from Diallo. A lot of trade rumors beginning to swirl now, Brent. Several teams out there trying to add talent, and sometimes it comes at the expense of team chemistry.
It can, and I think teams who are very, very aware of their potential to be into the playoffs are careful to tinker with that. If they know they're going to have an opportunity to play in the postseason, the additions that they have to make, Kevin, they have to understand that that player coming in is great for us, but how is it that that player comes in? Who does it affect in our locker room?
Or they make a trade or don't make a trade because they're worried about team chemistry and how it'll be affected.
Exactly. Yeah. But again, I'll go back to an addition sometimes into a locker room with just that talent may affect the talent you already have. And if you're really cognizant of that fact, sometimes not making the deal is the best deal to make.
Suns trail by 11. Booker looking around. Rubio with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pass to Diallo. 4 on the shot clock. Over Payton. Diallo no good.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Booker. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Payton.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's 7 points for R.J. Barrett.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Down low. That's good from Booker on the assist by Rubio.
Devin Booker showing a nice touch around the rim.
The Knicks leading by 12. Now here's Payton. He has 7. Pass to Barrett. 14 feet away. Good. Barrett's got 9.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Booker left side. Rubio. Here's Ayton. Drops in the layup for 2.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off a balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Payton against Rubio. There's the pass to Barrett. Here's Dotson. Payton in the corner. He feeds it to Robinson. And it's denied.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
And they pick up 2. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Robinson. Gibson comes in for Randall. Harkless is checked in for Damian Dotson. And Smith subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Now, here is Smith. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Jerome, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Rockets. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, with the Knicks, they just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same results.
Smith the pass to Harkless. Here's Portis. It's tipped. Here's Jerome. Sharge in the corner. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ayton's got it back down to within single digits for Phoenix.
Well, we talk about the offensive rebounding ability, and they're all about Ayton's timing. What a dunk. And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
A nice shot by Booker.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Smith outside. Oubre's checked in for the Suns. Barrett the pass to Portis. And the Knicks miss again.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Saric. And Harkless pulls it down. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Barrett. Here's Portis. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
A hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Now here's Saric. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Well, Fizdale, part of those great teams in Miami as an assistant coach with Eric Spoelstra. He coaches with a lot of fire and enthusiasm. Is very involved emotionally in what his team does on a daily basis, and that's why a lot of these young players are gravitating towards his coaching style.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Smith kicks to Portis. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
When Dennis Smith Jr. is dropping those kind of passes, it's going to help the offense just run a bit more smooth.
Suns trail by 7. And New York hoped that Fizdale's likability would be a factor in free agency.
Yeah, I think it's going to help the Knicks as they move forward here. Try to find some stability with their coach. That way David Fizdale and his messaging can remain consistent with the type of players that they try to attract here to Gotham.
Shot clock at 2. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Such a creative scorer as Devin Booker. Look at him just checking out the options and scoring that time.
Smith outside. Saric against Gibson. Back to Smith. Launches it. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Barrett. Averaging 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Knox, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. That'll be a 5-second call. While we're in the quick break, let's show you the list of the hottest shooting rookies in the NBA this year. R.J. Barrett, 4th.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
And here's Oubre. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jerome. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Now it's just a 3-point Knicks lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Launches a 3. No good that time. Back right after this. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she bears herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right, Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Inside, Saric and Baines. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Jerome in at point. Now here's Gibson. Over Saric. Cans it from short range. Gibson's got his first points in this one.
Taj Gibson's postgame continues to improve, that time showing a nice touch.
Suns trail by 3. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Free throw good, Booker.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And all the system changes have really affected the Suns scouting department.
Really difficult to fill out a roster when you've got coaching changes and philosophies that come about, and some guys simply just don't fit. So maybe they settle in here, find the right guys to do the right things, and get themselves back into the playoffs.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Saric outside. Over to the wing. Here's Jerome. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Jerome's got 6 points. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for New York. They've led by as many as 14 points. They host the 76ers after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Booker. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Smith the pass to Portis. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And that's now 6 points for Bobby Portis. Well, Phoenix shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Here's Saric. Baines, great positioning on the putback. Baines has got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Out to Smith. There's the 3. Shot's good by Gibson. He has 5.
Good decision making by Taj Gibson. Knows he has the green light to shoot that quick jumper.
Ball's knocked loose. Jerome passes to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here is Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Portis with it. Baines is there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Dennis Smith Jr. getting up on the rim is a highlight everybody here loves to see.
Suns have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Jerome passes to Booker. Here's Baines, defended by Portis. Oubre on the wing. That one, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Here's Jerome. He's got 6. Oubre outside. To the middle. With the teardrop. Baines. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Brent, offensive versatility all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket, and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Bridges passes to Baines. Dotson in the corner from the arc. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Dotson's got 5.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ayton kicks to Rubio. Plenty of space. Good on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Baines.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now here's Payton. He's got 7. Passes it to Dotson. And here is Robinson. Over Ayton. Robinson misses.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Payton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Saric.
Yeah, some good things happening right now with Elfrid Payton being aggressive to find his way towards the rim. I like it when he attacks like this.
For New York, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
The first one falls.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker slides on that Suns jersey. One of the purest shooters in the league and one of the most phenomenal young scorers that's come along maybe since Kevin Durant.
Diallo, he's checked in for the Suns. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
Here's Dotson, defended by Bridges. Randall no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Now here is Robinson, following the missed shot by Dario Saric. Here's Knox. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
Here's Rubio, trailing by 5. Saric right side. Back to Rubio. Drains the 19-footer. Rubio's got his second bucket. And so Payton will bring it up for New York. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Knox. Randall surveying the D. 5 on the clock. Here's Dotson. And the Knicks miss again.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Saric passes to Ayton. Count that one. And it's now only a 1-point Knicks lead.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Rubio. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Robinson with the block. Payton attacking. It's stolen by Saric. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6. Payton with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Knox. Here's Dotson. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Robinson.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved. A sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
3 on the clock. Bridges with the steal. Here's Ayton. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Payton surveying the floor. Here's Knox. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Bridges misses. New York trailing. Here's Dotson. He's got 5. Here's Knox. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide player, but
right.
You know the role that he had for the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now, here's Bridges. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Rubio dishes to Ayton. Clock at 4. Offensive rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, the defense respects Ayton's ability to score, especially from that area on the floor. He becomes dangerous.
The first free throw is good.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Ayton hits them both. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second chance points on the season. The Suns 5th.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
And the first one drops. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Dario Saric. And he can't hit the second. The Suns leading. Here's Bridges. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Payton against Rubio, and there's the pass to Randall. Over Ayton. Randall no good.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Kevin Knox.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Payton gets the bucket.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
There's 1:34 left to play here in the second quarter. And here's Rubio. Here's Oubre. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Elfrid Payton.
You wonder if Ayton's one of those guys who realizes just how physical and tough he can be.
The Knicks making a switch here. Smith is checked in. And the Knicks with possession here. They trail by 6. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. Well, Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And DA, that's when he is at his best. Thank you.
Now you can see the touch and the improvement in that touch right there.
58 seconds left in the second quarter. Booker with it. Now defended by Randall. No good from Booker.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Randall no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Knicks trail by 6. Smith drives in. Passes it to Harkless. New York moving the ball around. Barrett with the ball. Working on Booker. Here's Randall. Nails the baby hook. Randall's got 8 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Booker outside. Fires from deep. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Suns on top. They're up by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. DeAndre Ayton was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 2 block shots, and a monster amount of rebounds. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so Peyton will bring it up for New York. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with Peyton, and it's Dotson in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Phoenix shooting 43% from the floor. Booker the pass to Diallo. Bounce pass, Rubio. Ayton kicks to Rubio. Pass to Diallo. Wide open. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rubio against Peyton. Here's Randall. Rubio with the rebound. Suns leading by 4. Here's Bridges. Another shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, Ayton goes after rebounds with some tenacity.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Free throw drops for Ayton. New York's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Peyton against Rubio. Here's Randall. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Rubio. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Now Bridges. Booker right side over Barrett. Here's Ayton. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
Pass to Randall. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And that game against the Pacers, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
And he's flourishing as a scorer. But Brent, how does Julius Randle take that next step?
Well, I think, Kevin, if he keeps improving on his consistency, shooting from that 10-foot to 16-foot range where guys are daring him to shoot and not wanting to deal with him driving into them. You know, last year he went up 6 percentage points from 35% to 41% in that 10 to 16-foot range. You keep seeing that kind of improvement, the growth in his game is going to come.
And that one misses.
Randall really improved in his shooting range from 10 to 16 feet last year, and that just makes him so much more a complete offensive threat in any system he plays in.
Now here's Rubio. Diallo the pass to Booker. Robinson with the block. Floats it up for Randall.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Rubio taking his time here. Booker in the corner. For three. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Booker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
And just lights out in terms of his scoring. Devin Booker's calling card.
Payton, count it, and the foul. That one on Ayton.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Knicks have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Suns leading by 4. Rubio with it. Ayton finds Booker. Unloads from 13. Again, the miss by Booker.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And let's check out a group of shooting guards that have been doing some dirty work inside lately, averaging the most rebounds per game at their position over the last 10 games. R.J. Barrett, 4th.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps your team get wins.
Well, the effort plays are very important. That's what these guys do. Like you said, the rebounds they provide from the off-guard spot can sometimes make the difference between winning or going home with your tail between your legs.
And that one falls for Barrett. And Phoenix making a change here. Baines is checked in. And he makes both free throws.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now, here's Bridges. Rubio outside. Just 5 to shoot. Diallo finds Rubio over Payton. And no good, trying to use the glass. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. That one goes in. Rubio's got 6 points.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Here's Payton trying to get open as Randall. The layup off target. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Rubio outside. And the pass to Booker. Shoots from 12. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Barrett. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A 2-point game. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Now, here's Bridges. Here's Baines. Robinson with the block. And a fast break now for the Knicks. For the tie. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team and just fighting tonight.
Knox, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the Suns also making a change. Sharch checked in for Mikal Bridges. And that one misses. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the 3rd quarter got underway. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Sharch finds Diallo. Now here's Rubio. Diallo inside. Gibson on him.
Now Gibson is going to get gritty on defense. Does a solid job right there of staying in front of his man. Nothing easy.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The Suns trailing. Pass to Diallo. Suns moving the ball around. Baines dishes to Rubio. And he banks in the layup. Rubio's got 8 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Rubio against Payton. Pass to Knox. Tries from 10. A second chance effort. Here's Robinson. Phoenix grabs the miss. Baines has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Sharch. And that one hits back iron.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
And Barrett slams it in.
Yeah, Knox trying to improve in this portion of his offensive game. Distribution.
The Suns shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Rubio with it. Now guarded by Gibson. And the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
And say what you will about the value of the 3-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's Gibson. 5 points in the game. Back to Knox. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Diallo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For 3, Booker. Good D by Payton.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Knox misses.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Rubio in the corner. It's stolen by Barrett. Oh, and here we go. Knox has got it, the fast break chance. And finished off by Robinson.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Booker. Following the score by New York. Timeout called, the Suns.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
So for the Knicks, Portis, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Reese Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Dennis Smith in for Barrett. Kaminsky, the pass to Jerome. Here's Booker. 16 points for him. That shot off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. Such a dynamic dunker. As a small man, Dennis Smith Jr. gets way up there.
Suns trail by 4. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Kicks to Harkless. Pass to Payton. Just 5 on the clock. Portis in the post. Baines is there. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Kaminsky up top. Defended by Gibson. Kaminsky kicks to Oubre. Kaminsky inside, covered by Smith. Kaminsky misses, and a fast break now for New York. And Harkless slams it in.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Here's Jerome. He's got 8. Baines finds Oubre. And stolen by Portis. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Shoots a 3. The shot that time not on target. And Phoenix the other way now.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Well, Devin Booker lethal on the pull-up jump shot. Loves going to this shot when the D is not paying any attention.
Now here is Smith. The dish to Payton. Back to Smith. Baines with the block. Here's Jerome, covered by Smith. Oubre up again. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Payton. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Suns trail by 4. Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Booker outside. It's good from long range. Booker's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Suns.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
The pass to Gibson. Over Kaminsky. Shot's good by Gibson. Gibson's got 7.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
There's 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Jerome. He's got 8. He kicks to Oubre. Six on the shot clock. The Knicks pull it in. Payton left side. Unable to get that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Knicks lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Suns trail by 3. On the court for the Suns, Devin Booker out there with Bridges. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Oubre, and it's Kaminsky in at the 4, and there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. New York leading by 3. Smith outside. Passes to Dotson. Puts it up. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Dotson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New York. And here's Booker. Charity stripe shot. Good on the jump shot. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, the defense knows Devin Booker, when he's in a rhythm, can be problematic.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Randall down low. Kaminsky's there. From outside the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns trail by 3. Now Bridges. Oubre outside. Over Harkless. Goes up again. Count that bucket. And that's now 24 points for DeAndre Ayton.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch. It's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Pass to Dotson. Handle outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Randall, tough guy to guard here as he uses that frame to earn another trip to the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. Barrett's checked in for the Knicks. And a change for the Suns. Rubio's checked in. Both free throws good from Randall.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Pass to Kaminsky. Bridges kicks to Booker. Bridges with it. Shot clock at 5. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
On the free throw, no good. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Explosive off the bounce with great body control. Barrett's most effective when going downhill.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
The Knicks with the lead. Here's Dotson. To the paint. Now, here's Barrett. Covered by Rubio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice pump fake there. Barrett isn't all effort and athleticism. He pays attention to his craft.
And he makes the first. Payton, he's checked in for Harkless. And Phoenix also making a switch. Sharch is checked in for Kaminsky. He hits both from the stripe.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
The pass to Bridges. Passes it to Ayton. Randall brings the double team. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Saric.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Randall. Left side, Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Rubio outside. Now here's Ayton. Clock at 6, and Rubio kicks to Booker to tie it up. Drills the three-pointer. Booker's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Payton passes to Portis. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges inside the three-point line. That one a little long. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Barrett, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Ayton.
So quick and decisive. Barrett's speed and fearlessness is hard to match up against when you're defending.
Shots. Relax on the
first. That free throw, no good.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Payton against Rubio. Pass to Bridges. To the inside. To take the lead. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Payton kicks to Barrett. Inside. Robinson against Ayton. Robinson passes to Dotson. New York, no good that time either.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Knicks. Here's Payton. Here's Robinson. Tries again. Some solid defense from Ayton.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Randall throws it down.
And something about watching lefties who can get up like that just looks different, doesn't it, Kevin?
The Suns have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. And Saric kicks to Bridges. Down low. Payton against Rubio. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 4 to shoot. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 6th assist on the night. The Knicks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Hayton, that will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The Suns have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And here is Bridges. Kicks it to Booker. The 3. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Payton against Rubio. Feeds it to Randall. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Dario Saric.
Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, putting on a bit of a show here.
Phoenix has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Timeout called, the Suns. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Elfrid Payton.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
He kicks it to Robinson. Over Ayton. Robinson dishes to Randall. Count the basket. Randall's got 8 points in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here is Rubio. "11 feet away. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the left side wing. Bridges for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Rubio against Payton. The pass to Barrett. Now Randall. Over Saric. Randall no good. On the wing, Booker. Ayton inside. Guarded by Robinson. And it's Ayton missing. And stolen by Ayton. And it's good for 2. And now it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Payton against Rubio. Randall outside. Robinson left side. From deep. A shot missing. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And the Suns call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Suns leading by 3. Rubio, the pass to Šarić. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
And the toughness Šarić provides is an important component, a physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
First free throw is good. Šarić nails them both.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Robinson. And the Knicks miss again. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Suns leading by 5.
Hey, watch Ricky, watch Ricky.
Rubio outside. Passes it to Booker.
Baseline, baseline. Come on, man, who got the ball?
Baseline try. Basket counts. Booker's got 10 points in the quarter.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Rubio against Payton. There at the pass to Robinson. New York needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Phoenix has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. That's tipped. Payton against Rubio. And here we go. Šarić all alone. And slam dunk by Šarić.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 9. 1:22 left in the 4th. Will it go? And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Devin Booker.
The energy Barrett plays with puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Now the team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Payton against Rubio. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Sweet move. They grab their own miss. Booker outside. Pass to Bridges. Rubio outside. 6 to shoot. From deep. Here's Ayton. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Randall with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton.
Well, Randall can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame, Kevin.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. He drops the first one, and that brings them within single digits. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Carter, the pass to Jerome. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ntilikina. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Stolen by Robinson. Back to Trier. To the inside. And Harkless slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
So the Suns win it, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Ricky, did you like the way you guys were going offensively tonight?
Yeah, we started the game very slow. We can't start like that. But after that, we just get shots and we make the shots. And we make the shots, we're a good team.
Yeah, that opens up the whole floor, Ricky. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.